Good evening, everybody. This is Blade, and this is part two of the 2018 A Guitar Odyssey series that I'm working on. This particular video is going to be on the options that you can add to your guitar. Um, there's, as you can see from the background, the sheet that I've got up, there's a lot of options that are available for customizing your guitars. As I stated in the first video, ultimately it's your choice what you're going to build. There are a lot of kit options, and most of the kits out there will provide basic versions of each of these items. Some things simply won't be available through a kit. You'll have to pick them up if you want to use them. First of all, with strings, you're going to have a number of options. Again, there's a number of different brands. I've chosen GHS strings for my particular installation. These are Sub-Zero boomers. The size listed is a 010, which is the low E, which is the high E string. Uh, and that's actually about what they classify as a medium string set. Tuning pegs or tuners, or there's other names for them, are another thing that you can customize. And I'm not going to say that the ones that come with most kits are exactly bad, but they're they're not going to be probably not going to be the best, especially if you get a lower cost kit. Uh, you can for the majority of the time that guitars have been in existence, uh, you've had manual tuning options. Nowadays, uh, it, they have it is actually possible to use electromechanical tuning for the to tune your guitar and keep it in tune. That's something you can choose. There's a company out of Germany called Tronical. They have what I know of, they have the one system that I know of. There's probably other manufacturers out there that have them. Next option that you're going to run into is the pickups that you use in your guitar. You have two basic types, passive and active. Passives don't require external power. Actives obviously are going to require a battery of some sort or or connection to uh, an external power supply fed up through the fed up through your uh, guitar cord. Uh, you can make changes to the bridge and saddle assembly. Uh, some some styles of guitars have a tremolo bridge. Generally, your Fender Telecaster and Stratocasters and other pretty much other. There's a lot of others. You can upgrade the the electronics, the potentiometers, capacitors, switches, jacks, and pickup rings. Although the latter is actually just a piece of plastic that holds your pickup in place. You can install the Not only can you install the different your standard pickups, you can there's they have newer systems uh, where you have a hexaphonic pickup option, which basically which basically means each individual string can be processed separately. There's the Roland G Key 3, there's Fishman Triple Play, the RMC Ghost. There's a couple of others out there that I know of, You can also add MIDI controllers to the guitars. Uh, there's I forget what the name of the company is there that has the XY MIDI pad. Plus, you can do if you're really into electronics, you can use you can use the uh, Arduino to build homebrew MIDI interfaces and controllers. What I've chosen as you for for my build is I'm going to use the Frontwire Les Paul kit bass. We use these GHS Sub-Zero boomers. We use a set of Seymour Duncan P-Rail pickups with the triple shot pickup rings, stock bridge saddle, stock kit capacitors. I'm getting a set of 500 ohm tone potentiometers, 500 500 not 500k ohm tone potentiometers, 500k audio push-pull potentiometers. We got the Roland GK Kit GT3 internal hexaphonic pickup, and most likely the Tronical Tune Plus. Although a lot of this stuff will be added after I do the uh, the I still have to do some uh, modification to the basic body of the kit so I can fit the additional electronics in place. The GK kit has to fit in it has its own set of controls that have to be accounted for. Although some people don't actually use them, I'm going to. I have to route out the back the back cavity and process those, and so I can have a location to put all that stuff. Uh, a lot of this, I would basically use the stock stuff initially to build it to make sure that uh, that it's going to intonate properly, which it seems like it's going to from what little I've experimented with it so far, but I really do want to get it right. Just and with a lot of this stuff, it's going to be uh, adjust tweaking adjustments, making sure everything works. And thank you for your time. Cheers, beers, and bunny ears. Good night, everybody.